24 win or 23 wins on the season, and a lot of high hopes. We got a solid pitcher in Macy Guest, and still a good young lineup that's stepped up big time this year, and really the third year under Coach Callie Barron.
Yeah, they've made big strides this year, Matt. Been fun to watch all year long, and they've taken another big step this year. And you think this is the year they finally break down the door and get to Columbus with an Elite Eight appearance. And you know, I know the ultimate goal is to win a region title, but sometimes when you fall a little bit short, it just adds that fuel to the fire to keep it going into the playoffs. And I expect big things today, and hopefully the next two rounds to get us to Columbus.
Obviously, never fun to lose, and it's disappointing to lose, but when you go up against an arm of the caliber of Jada Savage and battle, and I mean, we're talking about a girl who I think 9 that she played against Carrollton in 9 appearances. I think she had double-digit strikeouts, except for the final 2. Had 9 and had 6. So I mean, putting together some good at bats down the stretch, and
leading off in the Longhorns.
Unfortunately, you know this was being a baseball coach. Sometimes you hit the ball pretty well, you just hit them right at people, and that's what happened in that final game. Towards the end of the 2-0 loss, is Lambert coming in at 16-11, number 3 seed out of Region 6, winds and pitches, and we're underway here at Trojan Field outside from Macy to Peyton Yee.
Well, sometimes too, even in those losses, you can take a lot of positive stuff because we did square up a lot of balls right at them, especially off, potentially, she's not 1A, she's 1B in terms of the best pitchers in the state.
Missed high, ball 2. Lambert, very good at sports playing school in Class 6A. Of course, probably the best girls golf program maybe in the entire country is Peyton Yee. Shows bunt, delivers a strike. Does Macy? I think it would have been a strike regardless, even though she showed bunt. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, and when the first round of playoffs, the biggest hope is to get out unscathed in that first inning to kind of set the tone for your offense. So hopefully Macy can attack the zone and get us back into swing it.
Trojans will play 2 out of 3 today. This one's popped up on the left side, and Peyton Johnson overran the ball and then looked up, and the sun was a little too bright. But
well, right
that
there
was way
too.
in play for us to be able to make a play.
Well, a ball like that's where your shortstop comes in and takes charge as well too, because they've got a little bit better angle at it as well. But on to the next pitch. Don't worry about it and go get her.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind blowing from left to right at the moment. The wind and the pitch. Swung on, chopped into the turf, fouled.
One of the biggest things in the playoffs is you don't want to give extra outs to anybody you play. And so anytime you get a gift or something like that, you want to make it and move on, because when you start giving those extra outs away, that's when bad things can happen.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Got her on the inside corner swinging. Macy Guest will strikeout number 1 for her today. And that'll bring up Olivia Ganarvidi, I think is how you say
Now
it.
batting number 27.
Great spot by Macy to go in on the hands
Olivia
right there. Nothing the hitter could do with it. Just great job by Macy.
Cantarvidi. Cantavidi.
UTTI.
That's VTTI. I'll stick with Olivia. She takes a strike on the outside corner. Where's number 27? She'll be playing shortstop today. No balls and 1 strike. The wind and the pitch. Miss low.
Good spot.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Macy seems to continue to get better and better throughout the course of the year too, in terms of commanding the zone and where she wants to go with the ball.
Macy digs into the glove, winds, delivers, low and in. Macy's last outing against East Coweta, she did take the loss, but she was pretty good. 6 hits, 2 runs, just 1 of those being earned, and 3 strikeouts. And really and truly, you can almost say that both should have been unearned, as Peyton Johnson fills the grounder, throws out to first in time. 2 down here in the inning.
Now batting number 6.
Great job by
Jameson.
Peyton moving through that ball. And again, making routine plays. Biggest thing in the playoffs or in any game is making the routine plays and giving your offense a shot.
Peyton Jameson steps into the box, the third baseman, the right-hand batter's box. The line in the pitch by Macy, low and in, ball one.
Looks like they might have something in their scout report. They continue to barrel in on the inside part of the plate against Lambert here.
Jameson on the season leads Lambert with 35 hits, 8 doubles, 15 RBI, batting over 400 on the season. The wind and the pitch in the turf. Just a sophomore. You look down this lineup, pretty young lineup. Peyton Yee's a sophomore. Olivia a sophomore. Jameson a sophomore. So first three batters sophomores. Macy delivers ball 3.
Sounds like us the last couple of years,
Yeah.
Matt.
There you go if you want. The wind and the pitch. That's a strike. 3 balls and no strikes. Trojans 22-4 on the season. Lambert went 16-11. They were 11-7 in region play. And Swanee, Georgia, that one missed high and tight for ball 4. So Macy Guest walks Jameson. And that'll bring up Faith Doolin.
Now batting number 1, Faith Doolin.
Doolin, another sophomore. She's got a homer on the season. 85 plate appearances, batting .365 on the season. 4 sophomores to lead off the. Got 27 hits and 14 doubles. That's a strike on the outside corner. Of course, this is just the games that they put in on max preps. Could be more, could be less.
Always hit or miss when you're checking there, Matt.
Well,
But better than
it's
nothing.
always a cluster with max prep stuff, but the 0-1 chopper left side. Johnson fields, fires to first. CJ stretches out for out number 3, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk, 1 left on base. We will head to the bottom half of the first inning. It's the Trojans nothing, or the Lambert Longhorns nothing, and the Trojans coming up when we come back. Man, they are young. Deloach is a freshman. Senior. Page.
I mean, it's a good baseball region. I know that. It's a really good baseball region.
Is North Atlanta pretty good in baseball?
Hit or miss. Not traditionally. Where at?
6.
Oh, third?
Coach, the Blue Hose are having a good football season.
We all know, Matt. We all know.
Very good.
Everybody knows. If you know Kurt, you know.
I know, that's why I said it.
Thanks, right.
Because the
Calling up the wins.
USC Cox ain't getting it done right now.
No, we're 500.
Oh, we can run up
They're
her.
the best 500 team in the country. South Carolina's not good. We can learn how to walk. Leading off for the Trojans, number 2, Bree Harley.
Back at it, round 1 of the GHSA State Softball Playoffs. Trojans held Lambert scoreless in the top of the first. Let's see if we can get something going here with Brianna Harley stepping to the plate, going up against Faith Doolin on the season. Faith Doolin, 4-5 record and 14 appearances, so 3.31 ERA. And she takes ball one. Allowed 47 hits, 32 runs, 23 of them earned, 37 strikeouts, and 15 walks. And just judging by what I'm seeing, she is not their ace. Looks like number 19 is their ace. Just judging by the stats, and that one's on the corner for strike one.
Everything I've heard, Matt, is they're not going to have a girl that's just going to throw it by you. They're going to have to rely on control, let the defense make plays. So, hopefully we can.
Suits us very well.
Very well. Just make them make mistakes and put some good swings on it.
It's a beautiful day here in Carrollton. Swung on and fouled in the mitt for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bree Harley. Probably see Reagan Young in game number 2, had I have a guess. The pitch, fouled away. Unlike the Trojans, Lambert has used 6 pitchers this year. Trojans have used just the 2, which if you know anything about Carrollton softball, that's about par for the course. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The wind in the pitch. Chopper to second. Fields nicely. Very quickly and throws over to first. Does Sophie Hill for out number 1. And Harley is retired. Here's C.J. Jordan.
Now batting at number 11, C.J. Jordan.
Here is C.J. Jordan. Doolin lines and fires. Inside, ball 1. That's a strike to lefties today.
With a lot of our juniors especially, who've had that freshman, sophomore experience, CJ just seems like she keeps getting better and better each year.
Next year's going to be sad and a much longer senior night. 1-0. Up and in, ball 2.
Hopefully
Trojans with 7 juniors in this class.
A 2-0 count. Hopefully we can zero in on a pitch and get her to make a mistake over the heart of the plate.
Coach Baird comes back to the third base. Coach in box, the pitch. Big cut by CJ, fouls it back. Fouls it off the mitt. I'll give Coach a hard time, and she hasn't brought the clipboard out this year, Coach. She's been strictly just piece of paper this year.
Well, when you win 23 games,
I'm not arguing.
Too many,
3 of them being the dang East Coweta. Swung on, hit out to right field. In line is Cole. She'll make the grab for out number 2. That'll bring up Katie Thornton. Yeah, Trojans this year with the 3 losses to East Coweta, 2-0, 6-0, and 2-0. And then lost a heartbreaking 9-inning game to Northgate, which, by the way, is a potential region opponent. Not to let the cat out of the bag for anybody, but for next year, Trojans could be playing Northgate a couple more times. The wind and the pitch swung on and missed by Katie Thornton, low and in. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. 2 down. Faith Doolin out there for Lambert in the circle. Like to make way for Peyton Johnson. Get Katie on here. That one low for ball 1.
Katie, another one of our girls that have started since day 1, that continues to get better and better and better. So, like you said, long senior night next year, but sure I'm excited to watch this group continue to grow and get better.
1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Chopper out to short. Fields fires and throws for the out. And the side is retired here in the first. We've played 1 inning. It's 0-0. Back after this on the Trojan Nation Network. Yeah, have y'all heard our region for next year? Potential region? East Coweta, Noonan, Northgate, Langston Hughes, and
Start over. I want to hear this.
East Coweta.
Yeah.
It's not in stone, but this is what I was told. East Coweta, Northgate, Noonan, and then Douglas County, Langston Hughes.
That's tough on the football side.
That's tough on the baseball side.
Good region.
Travel nice.
Now, what is Langston?
Travel's very nice.
Travel nice.
What is Langston Hughes when it comes to baseball?
Terrible. Everybody in this room would have a day if we played them in baseball.
Where's Langston Hughes?
Where is it located specifically?
It's in Fairburn. It's right off of, is it Campbellton? What is it? Well, there's another road there's a couple different Campbellton roads or whatever. I've been to Creekside. I've never been to Lowndes. Or never been to, I've been to Creekside. I've never been to Langston.
It's over there. Not bad at all.
Langston, 48-minute drive. It's right off of 92.
Leading off for the Longhorns, number 29, Katia Castillo.
Back at it here on TNN, the Trojan Nation Network. Trojans and Longhorns at 0-0. And a strike delivered on a nice off-speed pitch by Macy Guest to, is that Kana Castillo? I think so. I'm not good at reading pencil on lineup card. Katia Castillo. That's a strike. Quickly ahead 0-2. Katia Castillo is quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes to junior pitcher Macy Guest. The pitch. Threw it as hard as she could and missed pretty wide margin. Are you a fan of the waste pitch, Coach?
Not really. I'd rather go right at people.
They get ahead, they get ahead. The 1-2. Well, she didn't waste one there. Right down the middle, strike 3.
And it depends on what your definition of waste is, too.
Yeah.
You see people
Throw it as
that-
hard as you can, 3 feet outside.
Why? 50-footer, bounce a 50-footer.
bounce
Batting number
one in the
25,
dirt.
Mackenzie Deloach.
Certain people, the book on it, they chase, sure, but not.
Not
A lot of it's
Nick
so.
Castellanos,
yeah.
sure.
A lot of it's so over-exaggerated with how far you go outside the zone.
Could that loss have happened to a better fan base?
Gotta,
The wide of the pitch, high, ball 1. I somewhat feel bad for the pitcher, right? I mean, do we? Do we feel bad for the pitcher, for the Phillies?
there isn't anyone on the Phillies that I dislike. It's just their fans.
Yeah.
So no, in that regard, but the pitcher absolutely.
Yeah.
Just a terrible way to lose.
Yes. 1 ball, no strikes. The wind and the pitch, chopper foul. I was happy to get home and watch basically a full 9-inning game with the Mariners and the who they play, the Tigers. Got home from the Carrollton game on Friday night, and it was the bottom of the 8th inning, and watched basically a brand new ball game.
There's nothing
Nothing like playoff
baseball.
playoff baseball. The 1-1 drops in there for strike 2.
That's a delayed strike call right there. I was.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Here in the top of the 2nd. The wind and the pitch. Missed out by about a foot and a half. 2-2.
Sometimes when you go that far outside, the only thing it does, it gives a hitter another chance to find the release point, and not to say it's a guarantee they're going to get ahead, but it just gives them another chance to see a ball out of your hand, and another chance for better timing. So that's why another reason I'm not a huge fan of going so far out.
The pitch. Swung on, foul down the left field line. Off the fence. Got the nice new windscreen on the fence. Definitely adds a great scenery to brand new look Trojan Field.
If it's not the best, it's absolutely one of the best, high school softball fields in the state.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Chopper to third. Peyton Johnson going to have her 3rd opportunity, and she makes the throw in time.
tough play there. Kind of got caught in between hop. Did a great job with her hands to
Now batting number
stick with
9,
it there.
Avery Cole.
Great work by Mackenzie Deloach. Mackenzie Deloach grounds to Peyton Johnson, and that'll bring up Avery Cole. I know what. Go ahead, Coach.
I was gonna say Lambert. I think, gosh, I can't remember when it was. Maybe 2011 or 12. I think they won the national title in baseball. When they
Swung on, hit out to right field. In line is Ariana Hardley. Barely had to move. She'll make the grab. We'll hold that thought on the Lambert baseball team, and when we come back, we'll hopefully get the Trojans' bats awoken here in the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 your score on the Trojan Nation Network.
That's when they had Seth Beard was like the National Player of the Year, went to Clemson, played in the big leagues for a little bit. (2014) 36-2. That's pretty sporty.
That's so hard to do, man. You win 36. You win 36 out of 38 games in baseball.
So hard.
Regardless, I know if you got dudes, you got dudes. I mean, but
You're
yeah.
unconscious. You don't even remember half of them.
No, I know.
Kind of roll.
Yeah.
Well, then another part of that, y'all, is when you like say if you rattle off 25 in a row, then all of a sudden you kind of get that in the back of your mind, like, oh god, we haven't lost yet.
Well, yeah. Look at us in 20. We rolled off what 19 in a row or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Back at it here on TNN,
Leading
the
off for
Trojan Nation
Trojans,
Network,
number 6,
talking about
Peyton Johnson.
Lambert's national championship winning and state championship winning, obviously, baseball team. And back in 2014, 36-2, Coach.
So hard to do. So hard to do. And then, also that year, I believe they had the Gatorade National Player of the Year in Seth Beard, who went on to have an unreal career at Clemson, and then I believe played in the Diamondbacks organization for several years too. But 36-2 at any level, so hard to do.
So we had a little bit of a delay. We were about ready to go, and then Doolin tried to put on her protective mask. The third baseman and the pitcher in softball usually wears a protective mask for obvious reasons, as they are standing significantly close, and they've got the mask fixed, and we are ready to roll. Peyton Johnson steps in, the UWG commit, winds, fires, does Doolin, and delivers strike one. No balls and one strike. Tay Simmons awaits on deck, followed by Zion Blakeney.
It's got to find a way to get on and start putting some pressure on their defense.
Yes, absolutely. Run a little bit. Winds and delivers high. It's 1-1. Now the wind's starting to blow out a little bit.
You love to see the local athletes stay home and play for West Georgia. It's exciting to see, knowing you've seen them for 4 years and get to see them for 4 more.
Line and the pitch. That one stroked, and great play at short. Fields and throws to first in time. Great diving grab to her left was the shortstop, Olivia Canavidi. I'll get it right eventually.
Now batting
And
number
great throw
10,
from her knees as well too. That was a great play. Peyton hit that one in the screws.
So this is a U, not a V. That's my problem. I keep seeing that as a daggum V. That is not a V. It is a U. Canaruddy. I'm going to say it.
Reggie would.
Winds, delivers outside, ball one. What'd you say it was?
That was a joke. I said Reggie Lee.
Okay. I thought so. I thought you were joking, but I didn't know. I didn't know. I've already screwed it up enough.
Getting closer to December, so maybe a Christmas story plug.
Yeah. Wine, the pitch, Tay. Oh, what a snag again by Canaruddy out at shortstop. My goodness, she could pick it.
So
She makes a phenomenal play. Gets the fastest runner here in the stadium.
Quick release, strong arms.
Now
It's 2
batting
plays in a
number
row.
20,
She's really, really
Zion
good.
Blakeney.
Looked like Callie Barron out there.
Kelly was also pretty sporty.
One ball, or it's not one ball. Well, 2 outs in the inning. My apologies. Zion Blakeney steps up to the plate in the turf. freshmen. This is the second year in a row that the Trojans have had one girl catch every single inning of every game.
You know,
Last year, Tessie stepped in when we needed one, and now that won't be the case next year when you have Peyton White up here. She could probably help, and can't think of the name. I think Rucker girl catches some too. I think as well.
well, credit to Zion too. That's not an easy spot for a freshman to
No.
catch every single game, and she's continued to get better and, you know, handled the pitching staff and did a really, really good job. Hard position to step right into as a freshman.
The 1-1. Right. There's 3 or 4 girls on our JV team now that could probably play and help us on the varsity team that are in 8th grade.
Well, that's another exciting thing is to see the numbers continue to grow, the program continue to get bigger and bigger, and it just adds that depth. And you know, anything with depth does, it creates competition.
The 1-2 launches high, 2-2. Tessie McWhorter waits on deck. Tessie can get on. We'll hopefully see Kylie Taylor in the inning. The line, the 2-2, outside, ball 3. That looked like a strike coming out of her hand, and just, I don't know if it was some type of curve on it, but missed out.
Good AB to get this all the way back to 3-2.
The line, the 3-2, swung on down the line, fair ball, and will roll all the way into the corner. Around first and coming to second is Zion Blakeney. The ball will come into third, and Zion Blakeney with the first Trojan hit, first Trojan base runner of the ball game.
Ball absolutely ripped down the line, Matt. Again, great job getting the 3-2. Kind of have an idea what you might see in that count. Did an outstanding job of keeping her hands inside and keeping that ball inside the line.
Now running for the Trojans, number 5,
So now you set up, base
Lacey
it's probably going to score someone. You just hope hit it to anywhere but short.
Now batting number 14,
Exactly.
Tessie McWhorter.
Let's get a big hit here. Tessie is have a meeting, coach meeting. What's he gonna ask? Don't tell me is he asking if it was a fair ball or not. Well, surely he would have asked the other guy, but
She might have missed first.
Missed the bag.
saying Zion missed first base.
Must have been pretty obvious. It was that. No discussion, Matt.
And Coach Porter's not arguing any,
No.
which means she didn't touch first base. Well, that'll do it. Trojans will end this inning after that, and just things you gotta try to avoid when you're in playoff baseball. We'll take a timeout and back in the 3rd inning of play when we come back. 0-0.
Traditional appeal is not a thing anymore. I guess in softball, that's not the same way.
You know, good
So
question.
is that
Adam.
still a hit and a what do you?
It's a-
How do you?
no, it's
I was
not.
about to say it's an out,
You
right?
can't appeal in baseball, correct?
No, you appeal in baseball. That's the thing. It's like
No, I'm
you
saying
go
you
to the
as a
bag.
coach, you as a coach, you couldn't do that in baseball. They would have to go through the motions, right?
It'd be a 5-3.
But I guess
Yeah,
we
if
don't
they
have
step
to-
off, boom.
They
Unassisted
don't have
five
to pick
balls.
here.
Yeah.
You could say Porter got ready to look since she did.
He didn't put up like Gavin said put up a little bit of a fight too. She didn't.
It's hard to do.
That's a big freshman mistake.
Playoff game.
I mean, that ball was hammered.
Yeah, ball's crushed. You can't let that affect you the rest of the game.
I think she'll be fine.
Here we go. Little Alan Jackson playing here at
Leading off for
Trojan
the
Field
Longhorns,
is
number 10.
we've played
Paige
2
Whitworth.
innings and Paige Whitworth will come to the plate. 0-0 your score. Longhorns battling it out with the Trojans. I don't know if you're now a Jackson fan, Coach. He announced his final farewell tour.
Moon in Georgia.
Yeah. Takes ball 1. Does Whitworth. Apparently his health is not the best right now. 1 ball, no strikes. strikes. The pitch. Chopper, left side. Peyton Johnson fields from the turf. Did she get the stretch? She did! What a play by PJ at third. Sliding on the turf, she popped up to her knees and threw from the turf a one-hopper over to CJ Jordan, who
Now
held
batting
the bag.
four,
Wentworth retired at
Sophie
first.
Hill.
You know, the great thing about playoff ball, Matt, is plays like that are magnified so much in playoffs. It's an outstanding play by Peyton there. Especially keep the leadoff runner off. Excuse me.
One out here in the inning. That'll bring up Sophie Hill, second baseman. That one hit foul. Ricochets off the dugout and goes all the way into Tessie McWhorter in left field.
Well, something our girls have done a really good job all year. It's, you know, you have that mistake in the prior inning with missing first base, and you respond with a really great defensive play. You just never want to let something snowball and get out of control. But, you know, again, great job, great play by Peyton.
The wind, the 0-1. Missed out. Good try. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The wind and the pitch. Off speed, drops in. 1-2. Credit to old Brooks Youngblood and the coaches at Lambert for coming out and challenging that. Her not touching first base. The 1-2. Missed out. 2-2.
Well, again, you never know when something like that is just going to pay off. And again, good job by the Lambert coaching staff, and I'm seeing it coming off and challenging it.
The 2-2. Swung on, hit out to left field. Tessie McWhorter running over and makes the grab with the sun blaring in her eyes. Didn't matter. Out number 2.
You know, Tessie's bounced around. It seems like infield, outfield, catcher. It doesn't
Now
really
batting
matter. It's
number
just
3,
wherever the
Peyton
team needs
Lee.
her, she plugs in. And, you know, girls like her are so valuable to the team because it just doesn't matter. She just, hey, however I
Had
can
a
help.
Swiss Army.
Yeah, how can I help? How can I help?
So 2 down here in the top of the third. And the top of the order, Peyton Yee back up. She'll bunt right back to Macy. Can we hold the bag? We can over at first. Bree Harley with a nice job for out number 3. And the side is retired. That will end it here in the top of the third inning. We will head to the bottom of the third. 0-0 your score. You're listening to Trojan Softball on the Trojan Nation Network.
I'll look it up, make sure it's GHSA. That was not, I don't believe that was done properly. You can't do that. It has to be a proper appeal.
We got Corbett here as well too. I put something out there for everybody.
In Georgia high school softball, a coach cannot challenge a missed base.
Actually, good point you said that because he's in our association, and I'll tell that to him. Not today, but he'll be receptive to it and want to know.
Leading off the Trojans, number 14, Tessie McWhorter.
Bottom of the third inning. Lambert and Carrollton battling it out. 0-0 as Tessie McWhorter hits one down the first base line off the glove of Katia Castillo, and she'll knock it down, keep it in front of her, step on the bag for out number 1.
Nice play by the first baseman there to keep it in front and save the base hit there.
Now batting number 15, Kylie Taylor.
This game's almost feeling like who's going to blink first, Matt.
Yeah, I know. It feels like a playoff game, doesn't it? I mean, just not a whole lot of offense. Pitchers pretty much pitcher's duel so far. The wind, then the pitch to Taylor. She swings at one of her toenails for ball or for strike one. 0-0 your score. One down here in the top of the third inning. On deck is Ariana Harley. Not a bad crowd here for Fall Break Monday, and wherever you're listening, we can't thank you enough. That one low to Taylor.
You know, the best thing about playoff ball is mistakes are magnified, and you just never know who's going to step up and be the hero of that game.
Doolin winds and delivers. Strike on the inside corner. Catcher dropped the ball.
Huge
Coach
pet
Barron
peeve.
didn't like that.
Huge pet. If you ever come to a baseball game in the spring and the catcher drops the ball and the umpire calls it a strike, you're going to hear something from me.
He didn't present it.
Make him catch it.
That very well could have been a strike, but I mean, the way that she presented it, it was definitely not. That one a little low, swung on and missed as well, or swung on, fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The line and the pitch. Oh, off-speed pitch. That was beautiful. I think it would have been a strike regardless of the check swing. Strike 3. That'll bring up Ariana Harley.
Yeah, she definitely pulled the string on
Now
that
batting
one.
number
Good
3,
pitch. Had her
Ari
full.
Harley.
We've seen something off-speed from Doolin.
Yeah, she hasn't had to go to anything else right now. She's done a great job of going in and out, hitting spots, and you know, when your shortstop's playing like she is today, you know,
Yeah.
you've got people making plays.
Delivered a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Chopped foul through the umpire. Call it the wickets.
You know, you're just looking for that one moment. Again, we talked about it earlier. Someone run on anything to try and scratch one across.
With Ariana Harley. That one hit to the right side, knocked down. We see why they're a pretty good little team. They play solid defense. Great play over at second by Sophie Hill to retire. 0-0 your score. Back after this on the Trojan Nation Network. Harley, earlier in the year, they were playing her behind the third, literally played her behind the third baseman. She hit a triple to the fence.
I think it's over.
Yeah.
She's rolling.
She sets up so far outside, like we're never gonna text that to Gavin. Like it's way too much.
Well, and they're especially they're being patient. They're not chasing.
But like, you know, you've got to inch your way out there. Like if you get 2-3 inches off, it's okay to set up to 4 inches and see what you got. But like it's a dramatic. So yeah, it's too much of a waste. But like she's a ninth grader. She doesn't know. And as a coach, you don't have like you generally don't have eyes back here, so you don't know. And she's gonna be good.
Back at it here on TNN, the Trojan Nation Network. We appreciate everyone tuning in this afternoon for a little Trojan playoff softball. Happy fall break, everyone. Appreciate Greg Waldrop let us know. He's a little jealous. He's on his way to the Falcons game tonight, I guess.
Greg, cheer on the birds till win, buddy.
Yeah,
We need it.
We got to get a win tonight.
Olivia Antaruti.
Of course, the Bills had to lose last week.
Just make Josh
I
Allen
know.
mad. Coach, Falcons #1 defense in the land.
I know. You'd have to tell me that. We have to put that on the record for everybody to hear. That's
Checker.
off speed. Did
Checker.
we check?
Checker.
Oh, they say she didn't go. That was close. Off speed pitch on the outside corner, and it looked like
Well, good time where she's staying in the
Canaruddy may have gone.
run that fastball in on the hands and see what we do.
1 ball, no strikes. But yeah, we wish the Falcons the best of luck tonight. Be nice for everybody's nerves. Delivers a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Look at you. Act like you know how to call pitchers or something.
Got lucky.
Immediately go right back inside.
Got lucky.
Oh, that's what they call it. The 1-1. We go outside
Oh,
off the end of the
off the
bat
foul.
and hit the line. Hit right on the first base or the right field line. And the little wood chip flew up. Ah,
It's a great pitch by Macy, just
Great
bad
pitch.
luck.
off the end of the bat, blooper.
Well, got to expect the bunt here to see if they can move him around.
This is Peyton Jamison. He's still calling the bunt for the 3-hole hitter.
You know, in the playoffs, when you haven't scratched anything across, you've been 0 offense, you might have to resort to that.
I'm
you
right
know?
there with you. We know what our good friend
I mean-
Brian Snicker would do.
She's up and in on the box, so we'll see. Nope.
And he immediately pops it through the left side, a base hit. Runners at first and second now. Don't you just love the game of baseball and softball, Kevin?
Gotta love it.
We sit here and talk about it till we're blue in the face. First big threat of the day for Lambert. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And this will bring up Doolin. Faith
Well-
Doolin, the pitcher.
You know, if you're in the 4 spot in your lineup and you're not going to play the small ball aspect, the one thing you have to say, thankful for us, is great double play candidate right here.
Yeah. Hit one right at Peyton Johnson. Step on the bag and throw it over. There's a bunt. Beautiful bunt. It hit the bat. It hit the bat. It hit the bat.
Hit the bat.
The ball re-hit the bat
Yeah, out of the box.
out of the box. The ball hit the bat, re-hit the bat at the plate. He's gonna. Is Callie gonna talk to Macy or talk to the umpire? I guess talk to Macy.
That's an out.
I mean, that's got to be something. The ball literally hit the bat, laying in fair territory.
You know, sometimes you run into an umpire
Brutal.
that says, hey, I know what I saw and we're not going to talk about it.
Well, tough break for the Trojans as the ball by Doolin was bunted. I don't think anybody was over at first covering anyways, but regardless,
Well, Zion didn't even look to first. She was strictly
Yeah.
looking third there anyway, so
Yeah.
I mean, which, you know, the runner at second got a great jump.
Hey, is this a pinch hitter?
tough break for the Longhorns. Let's bring up Katia Castillo. The line and the pitch. And on the hands and jammed it foul.
Well, we've got to find a way to get some sort of unproductive out right here via the strikeout or, you know, infield fly, anything you can. Come back to the mound would be great right now.
Yeah.
You know, looks like,
Runs
you know,
are at a premium.
where she's staying in that swing, you might be able to continue to pound it in if you can just hit that spot like she's been doing all game. So,
No balls and 1 strike. The pitch delivers high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
biggest thing right here is just try and minimize any sort of damage.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch hit off the end of the bat. First, come on. Ah. We had a chance to throw her out at the plate, and C.J. Jordan just waited and just tagged the runner out. So a run in for the Lambert Longhorns. It's 1-0. As the ball was chopped down the first base line, C.J. could have had her out by about 20 feet had we thrown home.
Well, you know, if you're just looking at percentages and stuff like that too, the odds are they're going to score something right there. So again,
Oh, I
it's just
know.
try and minimize, you know, get unproductive out right here, and you got a shot to get out of it with just 1, hopefully.
But now it takes away the force out at first as swing by Avery Cole,
Did he
or
call it?
Deloach, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, she clearly swung there, Deloach. Or, looks young blood, coach. No balls and one strike. Deloach calls for time, and we'll back out. You can hear the ambience of a softball game in the background. The 0-1. Swung on, hit out to center field. There is Tay Simmons. She'll make the grab. Tay Simmons will deliver a strike home. Throw her out of second. Oh my goodness. We throw home. The girl at second was 50 feet to third. She was 10 feet away from third. We never saw it. We could have thrown back and got him in a rundown, but unfortunately, no dice.
Now batting number 9.
Got to be paying
Avery
attention to
Cole.
that kind of stuff.
You know, you'll hear it all the time out of our dugout. You got to have eyes up and stuff like that. But you know, thankfully, no harm right now. Hopefully, we get this last out, get back in again. Bases loaded, nobody out. You can only limit it to one. It's a win of an inning.
Low and in, ball one.
But gosh, man, if they're giving us an out, you sure would love to take it.
Macy lines and delivers. Same pitch, same result. 2-0. That one a little bit lower. Two balls and no strikes. 2 down. Macy delivers. Big off-speed pitch, and a pitch in the turf and swung on and missed by Avery Cole.
Great 2-0 pitch right
Yeah.
there. They pulled the string on that.
Castillo at second. Chopper, foul. Peyton Jamison is at third base.
Sure would love to see that change dropped in again right here, Matt, based off of that last swing.
Actually, that's Brooke Smith who came on the courtesy run for Faith Doolin. Maybe that's why she took off. She was not in the, didn't have her head in right. We see that a lot with courtesy runners. The pitch, Chopper to third, Fields, fires, got the out. Hey, bases loaded, nobody out. You only allow one. You'll take that, I think, 95 times out of 100.
It's all about minimizing that big inning, and we definitely did it right there, Matt. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more out of Macy and the defense to minimize right there and keep us in it. Because you know, gosh, you know as good as anyone if you make a mistake and you know 1 becomes 2, becomes 3, and you've got that big inning, it's really tough to recover. But we're 1 down, and we got the offense that can put up a crooked number in a hurry.
We'll take a quick timeout. Doolin will get back on in the circle, and hopefully the Trojan bats can wake up a little bit. We'll be back for more right after this on the Trojan Nation Network. We'll put an asterisk by that.
Very clear.
Well, regardless, like the bump was good. It wasn't rolling anywhere else. Like yes, it should have been an out, but she was coming up throwing to third. There was no thoughts, and she like we weren't getting anybody out
No,
regardless.
because they were safe at third.
Period. Like there was no thought at first.
First baseman got
And she did not pounce out of her.
Yeah, that's the second game in a row we've got the yips. These guys, we had the girl out.
Leading off for the Trojans, number 2, Bree Harley.
Back at it here with Bree Harley stepping into the left-hand batter's box. We'll go Bree Harley, C.J. Jordan, and Katie Thornton. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Missed outside. Ball 1. He does not like that pitch to lefties outside.
No, he does not. We really go with a good leadoff AB right here to find a way to get on and get something going.
1 ball, no strikes. Harley. I don't think she fouled it. Oh, they said she went.
Nobody, you know,
Nobody asked. the catcher has to ask you. 1 ball, 1 strike. Man.
Still got to do a better job of making her come to us in our
Yeah.
zone instead of swinging pitches at her out.
That one low and away. Should be 3-0. Instead, it's 2-1.
But to this point, you got to credit Doolin for
Oh.
going right at her hitters, hitting
Absolutely.
spots, especially the book on us is we have an offense that can generate runs in a hurry, and she's been really, really good.
2 balls, 1 strike. The wind and the pitch. Chopper.
Get
Tough
there.
play.
Mile in the sky, and Bree will beat it out at first. He pounded into the turf. Our second hit of the ball game.
Sometimes it's all it takes, Matt, to
Well,
get us going. Not
technically,
being
I
patient,
think they never called time. They never called time. They never called time. Just because you give the ball to the pitcher doesn't mean anything. Time was never called. Now time is called. The shortstop saying that time was called. They never called time.
Nobody
And
called
credit Bree Harley for taking second. Just because you meet up as a team in the circle doesn't mean that time is called. Oh, here we go. You got to be kidding me. If they change this, it's ridiculous. I saw 0 time given by home plate umpire, by the first base umpire. I didn't see the third base umpire. I don't think the third base umpire is going to call time. This ain't like pitching machine league where you get the ball in the circle and the play's dead. That ain't how it works.
Regardless, absolute heads up base run about Harley there at first too. Again, we talked about little things that can lead to something huge in a playoff game, and that's it.
This is like the 3rd or 4th call.
Callie, Coach Barron talking to Coach Porter. Coach Porter. Yep, staying there. Absolutely. Tough.
Yeah, no,
It's
time
tough.
wasn't called.
Time wasn't called. I know you want to dap up your pitcher every time there's an out or anything that happens, but I'm sorry.
Have to call time. If you're going to do it, you got to make sure it's
Yeah.
called.
I don't want to make that shortstop's pretty upset. I don't want to make her any more mad. She's already been pretty good in the field. Here's C.J. Jordan. They're expecting bunt. We
Good bunt.
bunt it
Great
right
job.
to third, and throw to first in time. So we get the runner to third with 1 down, and now the big player in the inning is Katie Thornton.
Great job
Good
right
with
there
it.
by CJ,
Number
especially when you've got
7,
Peyton and Peyton coming up your 3-4. Nobody else in our lineup you'd rather have in this situation than Katie right now. So great job by CJ getting her over.
A medium depth fly ball to the outfield will do it.
Well, you got to think too. The
I would hope.
the middle infield's kind of playing up as well too, which I would almost concede the run right here to make sure you get that out.
Playing in on the corners against Katie. I don't know why. Takes a strike. I would not be standing 30 feet away from Katie Thornton at third base.
Well, if that was the go-ahead run, like
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely, sure.
You're up 1. Like I'm still trading the out for a run at this point in the game.
Plays a little bit further back. That one missed high. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. It's 1-0. Lambert leads here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The wind and the pitch. Chopper foul. And Thornton is behind 1-2.
Hey, got to be great with 2 here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Barron put a contact play on here with anything on the ground. Especially if Harley can get a good jump at third. Anything on the ground, she might take a chance to tie it up right here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Harley at third. The pitch. Chopper. Oh, they tagged her out. She was back on the base. She was on the base at third. They're going to call her out at third base. Oh, my goodness. She was standing on the bag at third.
That's so bad.
Oh, my goodness. Ball hit to third, and Harley immediately went back to third base, and they tagged her out while on the bag, and they say she's out.
Now batting at
Wow.
number 8, Peyton
Wow.
Johnson.
Such bad luck.
down here in the inning, and Katie Thornton reaches to first. Oh. Some brutal breaks for the Trojans so far. That one inside for ball one.
Issue in playoff play.
Absolute huge hole in the left center gap right there. Really both gaps. I mean, she splits a gap right here. There's a shot we can tie it anyways, and Peyton's got the power to split a gap or leave the yard. So hopefully we can get something we can hit here. You got to get to the point where you take it out of the umpire's hands now.
The 1-0. Swung on, hit out to center, and a base hit. Of course. Where we hit it right at him.
Now batting at number 10, Tay Simmons.
Two down here in the inning. Runners at first and second, and Tay Simmons will step up to the plate.
Well, that's the biggest thing now is you just got to move past it, forget about it, nothing you can do, and hey, big spot for Tay here, who's come up in a lot of big spots during the course of her career as a Trojan and been really, really good.
Good eye.
Missed outside, ball one. So to recap the inning, Bree Harley led off with a single that chopped into the turf, and she ran it down to first and took second while the Lambert infield wanted to do a powwow without calling for time. That's ball two outside. CJ Jordan immediately sacrificed her over, and then a chopper to third base. And they tagged Bree Harley out while she was on the bag for out number two, and then we've gone with a single. And that's how we got Tay Simmons up, Coach.
Something with Doolin, when they've called in, she has not done a great job of going in. She's always missed a little bit over the plate.
Topped out the second, and Tay will ground out, and that will be the inning. A 2-0 pitch inside. She'll rip it to second, and that'll end the bottom of the fourth inning. We will head to the fifth. Lambert 1, Trojan 0. Back after this on the Trojan Nation Network.
Kurt had her out.
She was out?
I thought she was safe.
I thought she was safe.
Who we got
But
out
I
there?
also wear black and gold glasses, too.
That's more bad. Is that Downs and Dillon out there?
Maybe, it's definitely.
It's 100% Hayden
Yeah,
Downs.
it's because
They're wearing red
I'm
shirts.
going to
Travel ball.
open up for him in 15 minutes. So.
That's another 5 points for Team Bianco.
I saw Bell out there too.
Yeah, he
Oh, well, then he's going to go in with them. Let's not forget about the Harvard Call Me Maybe band.
Oh, I know. Oh,
Tough sequence right there.
that is.
Doolin has not come in. She does not like pitching in. They keep calling it, but
She's made some mistakes.
she's making mistakes when they go in.
Mistakes in.
Yes.
But we've just.
Well, welcome
we
back
go a little
in here on TNN, the Trojan Nation Network. As Trojans down 1-0 to the Lambert Longhorns. And it'll bring up number 10, Paige Wentworth, to the plate. Macy Guest is a pretty good performance here in the circle so far. She's done
Done her job.
done a really good job.
And I think that's the big thing you could say about Macy
Leading off
throughout the
the
course of the
Longhorns,
season.
number
She's
10,
always
Paige
seemed like done her
Wentworth.
job and given us a chance to win, and that's what she's doing again here today. So hopefully hold them right there, get the offense back in there, and just find a way to chip away and get one and then two, and hopefully snowballs from there.
Missed high for ball one to Wentworth. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Longhorns.
But guys, you talk about mistakes that can magnify in a playoff game. Miss first, and then maybe not going back to the bag immediately and getting tagged out in a situation like that. So
Swung on, fouled back, and out of play.
because even if she was, it was still too close in the eyes of the umpire, and she's got to get back a little bit sooner just to take it out of his hands. But again, one thing our girls have done a great job of this year is moving past mistakes like that, and staying within themselves and giving us a shot to win a game.
One ball, one strike. Bunt, field foul.
Pushing that bat out there.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Every single softball player does it. It's the
You know, looking ahead next year, Matt, as you look at our infield, especially, you know, Peyton, Katie, and CJ at first, we're gonna have several girls that are meant to play at the next level. So it'll be fun to see where each of them end up.
The 1-2 missed outside. 2-2.
You know, something you look at too with Zion right now, and I know we talked about waist pitches, stuff like that, but as a catcher, sometimes you can get in the habit, especially when you're young, of setting up too far off the plate and not really giving us a chance for a bad swing or to get a call.
Swung on, fouled away back. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Whitworth putting up a really good at bat here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up after this one.
You got to credit Lambert too. I mean, they haven't made a mistake today. You know, not yet anyway. So hopefully it comes. But they've done a good job of making plays and doing what they need to scratch one.
Swung on, hit out to left field. Tessie McWhorter didn't really have to move at all. Makes the grab for out number 1. Yeah, I guess you could say really the only mistake they made was not calling time. And that just also just tip your cap to Bree Harley for
now batting number 4, Sophie Hill.
Yeah, heads up base running, absolutely. You know, good play by Tessie out there in left. Ball hit right at you sometimes can be tough, especially with the sun set up. But great job getting the first one there.
That's a late called strike. It was. No balls and a strike. One down here in the top of the 5th. The wind in the 0-1. A little too high. The 1-1 swung on and fouled away. One ball and 2 strikes. Coach Monroe having to get some more softballs to home plate umpire. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Sophie Hill. Wind in the pitch by Macy. Right back up the middle, off the glove, out to short. Katie makes the play at first. In and out of the glove of Macy Guest, came on the second base side of second, and Katie Thornton was there to field it and throw a strike to C.J. Jordan for out number 2. What a play.
Matt, I'll tell you, both these shortstops are putting on an absolute fielding clinic today. You know, awesome play right there. Katie coming across the bag on the other side and happened to be being so quick. It was a field and throw in the same motion. Outstanding play.
Here's Peyton Yu. She bunted out the last time. She'll show bunt again and pull back and rip one through the right side. A base hit. Harley going to try to throw her out in first at 9 in time to get the speedy Peyton Yu with her 33rd hit of the season. That's second best on the season for Lambert.
Yeah, good job executing the slash right there.
Olivia
CJ came in and crashed, and then her feet kind of got turned around in a bad position. But you know, great job by their hitter there to execute a really good slash.
Macy winds and delivers. Foul back as immediately Peyton Yu was heading out to second.
You know,
On the season, she has, let's see, go ahead, Coach.
I was about to say, when you get up 1-0, like right here, and your leadoff's on, you know, it kind of gives you more of a wiggle room to get on and go and try and take a chance to get that get to second right there.
And she has 26 of their 55 stolen bases on the season. That one on the inside corner for strike number 2.
Don't be surprised if she tries to take off right here. Worst case scenario, she gets thrown off and thrown out, and you start with your two hitter up in the next inning. Great time to run to try and get to second if you're Lambert.
Pretty good. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 down to Olivia Canaretti. That one outside, and E will take second easily on the stolen base.
Got to have diving bodies if you're infield right here. Can't let this ball score through anyway. Base hit's going to score and extend the lead a little bit, so our infield has to do a great job of staying low and keeping it on the infield.
Canaretti has played some phenomenal shortstop here today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A line, the pitch. Swung on right to CJ. Jordan makes the grab at first for out number 3. And the side is retired. Well, we've played 4.5 here at Trojan Field. Lambert leads the Trojans 1-0. Back after this on the Trojan Nation Network.
Justin, can you in the dugout, let's fire your gun up a couple times, girls start up?
Little desk bumps. That's
Bring it up.
Attractive sedan to run around town in, John Thornton Cadillac has you covered. Come by for a visit at 1492 Highway 27 North. Browse the inventory online anytime at John Thornton Cadillac.
Do you remember the playoff game when I want to say it was what's the decent one?
This guy we did? In the
That
playoffs?
was hitting the metal on the dugout. And we made a big deal of the whole game. We made a big deal of the whole game and told them to stop hitting the dugout. And then the last inning, coach called classes. He said, so he went over and told some of the players, he said, go and start your running. That's the kind of thing that gets everybody fired up.
Girls need something a little bit right
Back
now.
at it here on TNN, the Trojan Nation Network. Round 1 of the GHSA State Playoffs is
Leading off
live
the Trojans,
for our
number
Trojan
20,
softball team.
Zion Blakeney.
As here is Zion Blakeney to get us started. She technically is 0 for 1 today, but ripped one down the left field line for a double and unfortunately did not touch first base. This one chopped back on the third base side to the pitcher, Doolin, and she makes a great play. Anybody but the catcher running there may be safe.
Yeah, Doolin made a great play there. Get over there, set your feet, and fire it over. Our girls are just looking for that one spark or someone to, drive a gap and
Now batting
give us a little bit of life right now,
Tessie
Matt.
McCorder.
Trojans coming in today. They had scored over double-digit runs, I think, in 13 games this season, 13 of their 22 wins or something like that.
But, the one downside, especially after facing someone like Jada Savage, is when you don't score any runs, like you just hope it doesn't put your offense in a little bit of a funk, and it might have right
Yeah.
now. And we just got to find that one, like I said, spark to get us out of it.
Here's Tessie, and she takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The line, the pitch. Outside. Off speed. She hasn't gone to it much. She did miss out with it.
And it could be anything, whether you reach in the air or get hit by a pitch, a blue, anything to get some life going in the dugout.
Kylie Taylor awaits on deck. That one almost hit her. Some Lambert fan yelled, yeah. She must have not remembered this is not 2004 with Little John and Luda.
That's great, Matt.
Do what I can.
That's great.
The 2-1. Chopper. Short. Of course she makes it. Why not? What a play. Olivia Canaretti. Tip of the cap to her. She can pick it at short. One of the best I've seen do it in the
Now batting
high school
number
level.
15,
Yeah,
Kylie
she's been
Taylor.
She's been great. I haven't seen too many better than her. I mean, she's made 3 outstanding plays that I I don't know if
She caught that on the short hop.
planting her feet, and she's got an outstanding arm as well too. Not many other ones are making plays like she's made today.
Taylor stepped out, or Doolin stepped off the rubber. Now she'll get back on. 2 down. Here's Kylie Taylor, and she was trying to hit one to Pluto and just missed it. Fouled it back. No balls and a strike.
Talk about igniting a team if she did hit it to Pluto. Man.
The 0-1. That's outside. Oh, stop it. Come on. Stop it. The pitcher acted like she just got broken up with after she missed that and didn't get that strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. That grazed the batter's box. That one outside too, same spot. Begging.
2-1. I know what you're looking for right here, Matt. Be on time. Be on time.
You're gonna get a fastball. It's gonna be belt high. Don't swing out. Don't swing too hard.
Be on time.
2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Well, she got it. She was way out in front, ripping her head out. 2-2.
Yeah, she's got a look. I mean, almost when your head's flying like that, you got to think right center for her. That way you stay on the pitch a little bit longer. Hopefully with 2 strikes, that's more the mentality right here. If she stays on it, she'll be in a good spot.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Trojans down 1-0. And an absolute pitcher's duel here today. Umpire was looking to see if the ball was scuffed up. I know one person who would love to pitch with a scuffed up ball. That's Maddox. The 2-2. Just a bit high. Went back to the backstop.
Maybe threw the nastiest pitch of all time with a scuffed up ball, that 2-seam against the Marlins.
Was that the Eric Gregg game?
I think you bring that up.
My dad has nightmares still about that game, I'm sure.
If you're a Braves fan and you saw it, everybody has nightmares on that one.
The 3-2. Fouled back. And fouled away down off the Lambert dugout. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes still. Another payoff pitch.
Great AB, just find a way to get on.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. The payoff pitch to Kylie Taylor. In the dirt, ball 4. Good at bat by Kylie. And at the least, we
get to see a pinch runner right here.
get a pitch runner, and also potentially, flipping the lineup card over too.
Now batting number 3, Ari Harley.
I guess we won't have the pinch runner. We're probably gonna. Now she did last game against East Coweta wait till Kylie got to second for the pinch runner, but that one's a strike, a late call, but got it. No balls and a strike. Love for Harley to hit one over the head of Peyton Yee, but with Taylor running at first, don't know if she'd be able to score. The 0-1. Low. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Trojans, I think, just their 3rd base runner of the day?
Haven't had a lot of them, man.
The 1-1. That one right on the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trojans, 3 hits. The wind of the pitch. Swung on, hit out to left center field. Center fielder comes over and will make the grab for out number 3. Runs and outs are coming at a premium in this one. Runs for sure. It's 1-0 here on the Trojan Nation Network. Lambert leads. Trojans have 6 outs to play with. We'll be back after this on the Trojan Nation Network. Three hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, but technically that hit don't count.
Yeah.
Because
You've got to get to a point where like try and take that bag right now. Especially like to take that knowing who's going to put play. She more than likely she's going to hit it on the corner. All of a sudden you get a bad throw. She's not scoring herself. She's not give a second anyways.
Macy's only thrown 64 pitches. That's good.
What maybe brings in another inch skill set.
What you talking about that? Mm-hmm.
We're back. TNN, Trojan Nation Network. Trojans down 1-0 to the Lambert Longhorns here in the top of the 6th inning now. Trojans have been held to just 2
Leading
hits.
off for the Longhorns, number 6, Peyton Jameson.
Here's Peyton Jameson, who had a big hit her last time up.
Got to find a way to keep it to 1, Matt. Got to find a way to keep it to 1.
Macy's only allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. She's been magnificent today. Can we get anything going offensively is the question. We'll have 1, 2, and 3 up when we come back, or when we come back around to bat. 1 ball, no strikes to Jameson, the third baseman. Wind in the 1-0. Hit up to short. Thornton stays down. Throws to first. Out number 1.
Good play. Again, both these shortstops have put on an absolute clinic today.
It's been fun to watch. I mean, take nothing away from Lambert. They are a very fundamentally sound team.
Now batting number 1, Faith Doolin.
I think it's, you can honestly say, evenly matched teams.
Oh, very, defensively, in the circle, offensively.
That we may be better offensively, but obviously in a slump right now. Everybody's at their best. That one out in front and a foul ball.
Cool.
That's close.
The fun thing about playoff ball is you can be in really just softball or baseball is you can be in a slump and it just takes that one swing to, like we talked about, a bloop and a blast, and all of a sudden you're just back in the groove. So, we've got 6 outs to play with and still time to get it.
Here's Faith Doolin, who takes a strike now. No balls and 2 strikes. Doolin in the circle today has been magnificent as well. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 down. A 1-0 game here in the top of the 6th. Foul back. The line and the pitch. Hit out to right field.
Throw her out, throw her
Down,
out.
throw her out at first. Got her! Yeah! The old 9-3 put out. No, she wasn't off the bag. No, no, no. She wasn't off the bag. If anything, she may have beat it out, but she definitely wasn't off the bag. That can't be your argument. You can definitely argue
Now
that
batting
the ball
number
might have,
29, Katia.
she might have been
Castillo.
safe, but not that she was off the bag. That can't be the argument.
As a coach,
How about you run out of the box?
the first point of emphasis, but as a coach, I'm still arguing she came off the bag because you just never know
Oh,
if that guy
yeah.
saw something different. Even though she didn't,
No,
but he might have been, off the bag and called her safe.
Yep. At that coach, you got to sell it though. She wasn't doing a really good job of selling it. 1 ball, no strike to Katia or Katia Castillo. Now it's 2-0. And that wasn't a strike, Mason. Good try.
Again, you look at that outside pitch, and if she's set up closer on the plate to where the middle of her chest gets the outside part, that might be called a strike because it's not that far off. But where she's set up, you know, how you present it to the umpire, it looks like a ball because your entire body is almost in, you know, the left-hand hitter's batter's box.
3-0 now from Castillo. Peyton Johnson gonna come and dap up her pitcher. The 3-0 is high, ball 4. So that'll walk Castillo, and Deloach will come to the plate now.
Is that her first walk today, Matt?
Her second, I
Second?
believe. Yeah, her second walk of the day.
Yeah, going with the pinch runner here again. You know, don't be surprised if you see Lambert try and take a shot right here and get the second. You know, you get the second and you got a shot to score in a base hit. So would not be surprised if at some point they try and take a shot here.
Now batting number 25, Mackenzie Deloach.
Mackenzie Deloach steps up. Try to see who's running over at first. The line, the pitch is high, ball 1. That would be Addison Phillips, courtesy run or pitch running. This is a pitch running situation. The line, then the pitch. Hit out to short. Katie fields, fires, and off the bag at first. She never really got a good grip on it. Well, when she released it, you could tell she didn't have a good grip on it.
Yeah, tough play there coming in. She's got to make that throw on the run. She didn't have time to set her feet. And, you know, like you said, never had a great grip on the ball right there. Good job by CJ coming off, at least save a bad throw from getting away. And, you know, never know for that. Could be second and third. They might take a shot, but, you know, good job by CJ coming off.
And here's Avery
Now
Cole.
batting number 9, Avery Cole.
I'm going to get a pinch runner here. Number 12, Lauren Cauty. Lauren Cauty. K-A-U-T-I. Give it my best shot there. There, pinch runner. 2 down. Swung on and caught in the air by Katie Thornton.
Great job
And
by
that
Mason
will do
right
it.
there.
Here in the top of the 6th. Wake up, Bats. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Trojans down 1-0 here in the top of the 6th. Now to the bottom of the 6th we go. Trojans need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead, and hopefully we get 2 in this inning and Doolin can come back out and get the win. We'll be back for more Trojan softball right after this on the Trojan Nation Network. Man. No one else can feel it for you. No way you can let it in. No one else. Back at it here on
Leading off for
TNN, the Trojan
number
Nation
2,
Network.
Bree Harley.
Trojans down 1-0 here, bottom of the 6th. It'll be Bree Harley, C.J. Jordan, and Katie Thornton. 1, 2, and 3. Faith Doolin has pitched an excellent ball game so far and delivers high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. C.J. Jordan with the bat in the on-deck circle. The 1-0. Delivers low. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Three hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout today for Faith Doolin. Well, 2 hits, because that one Zion had, so just the 2 hits for allowed. The 2-0. That's a ball, 3-0. He just doesn't like that pitch to lefties.
Wouldn't be shocked if she.
Oops, sorry, Coach. How about I turn you back up? Sorry.
Wouldn't be shocked if she took the next 2 right here. You know, you got a feeling at the top of the order, if we're going to make something happen, it's got to be this inning.
The wine, the pitch. That's right down Main Street. God, it just scares me to death, these girls being so close to the ball. Ain't for the faint of heart. I mean, look at the third baseman when she delivers this pitch. The one, the 3-1. Big cut and a miss by Bree. She was looking down at third when she swung at that. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Here it is. Chopper. Left side. Third baseman makes the grab, and she's out by a step at first. Good hustle by Bree. Better play by the third baseman, Peyton Jamison.
Left side of Lambert's infield today has been pretty dang good, man.
Now
Pretty dang
batting number
good.
11, C.J. Jordan.
Both those girls, the shortstop and third baseman, can absolutely sling it.
Well, here's C.J. Jordan. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. The line and the pitch. Swung on, hit down the right field line, out of play completely. Back behind the first base dugout. No balls and 1 strike. The wine, the 0-1, missed high, 1-1. She didn't want that one, did she? I didn't think so. I guess she was more so frustrated with herself. First, I thought she was complaining. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch. Out the second, fielded and thrown out is C.J. Jordan. Good play by the second baseman, Sophie Hill. And Katie Thornton, the last hope of the inning.
Now batting at number 7.
You know, you look at it all the time,
Thornton.
Matt. It's if you make routine plays and once in a while you make a great play, like defensively, Lambert is going to be in a ton of ball games if they play like they're playing today defensively. And give yourself to win a lot of those games. A great chance to win a lot of those games.
Let's go, Katie. Get us started. Something, a little 2-out magic. Ball swung out to left center field. Pretty well hit, but shy of the warning track. The center fielder makes the grab. That being Paige Whitworth. And we'll head to the 7th inning. Lambert with a 1-0 lead over the Trojans of Carrollton. Back after this on the Trojan Nation Network. Brutal.
Got a crew going hit a little bit, huh? Just to. They playing this week or they just want to hit?
Bishop's going today, Harris.
Or they're just playing there? Or is he doing that showcase?
I want to hit. Well, back at it here on TNN, the Trojan Nation Network. Our final inning of play, potentially.
Leading off
7th
number 10,
inning.
Paige
Wentworth.
Paige Wentworth steps up to the dish. Macy Guest has pitched an absolute gem today and unfortunately trails 1-0. That's just how the sport of softball works. The wind in the pitch. Wentworth shows bunt, pushes it back foul. But I will tell you this, Coach. I've seen a lot of softball this year. I think this is my 12th or 13th game I've called this year. Lambert's the best defensive team I've seen this season.
They've been great. You know, we talked about it all game, and
They've
they
been
make
play after play.
and you look up and you're on the positive end of a 1-0 game right now. But the great thing about softball or baseball is it doesn't matter how you've swung it. We've still got 3 outs to play with.
That's in the turf. 1-1. And Macy today, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts.
You know, again, she's done her job and been outstanding. You know,
She's really only had 1 bad walk, and that was the 4 pitch walk she had last inning. That one drops in there. A ball and 2 strikes.
well, anytime you can work out of a bases loaded jam and just give up one, that says a lot. You know, if anything, that should have given us a little bit of momentum. But you know, credit to Dolan, who's been really, really good, and her defense behind her that's been outstanding.
The 1-2. Wasted pitch. 2-2.
Well, right now, all you can do is focus on getting us back in with no runs, and you know, still have a shot to tie it up or walk it off.
The 2-2. I prefer the latter, Coach.
Looping a blast, Matt.
Well, we do have Peyton Johnson to start us here at the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This will be what the 7th pitch of the at-bat. The 2-2. A nubber off the end of the bat and rolls to the right of the first base bag for a foul ball fielded by CJ. Macy just eclipsed the 80 pitch mark here in this inning. The line to the 2-2.
Oh,
Just a little high, 3-2.
you know, at 80 pitches, you still got to think about, you know, what Coach Barron and her staff is going to do and who they're going to start in game 2, whichever way this ends up.
Yeah. Got to get the 8-hole hitter here. The 3-2. Swung on. Fouled away.
Great at bat.
First base dugout. Give her credit. She is. It's easy to see why this Lambert team is a good softball team.
Well, at the bottom of your order, one of the biggest things you want to preach is just being a tough out, being pesky, and you know, this might be what the 8th pitch of the at bat, maybe. You know, done a great job so far.
Payoff pitch. Swung on, foul back. We'll do it again.
You know, either way right here, there's momentum going to come to us if we're able to get her, but if she can, you know, draw a walk or something, that's still a lot of momentum going Lambert's way, and you know, an AB like this, that's a 9-10 pitch at bat.
Line in the pitch. Swung on, fair ball down the left field line out of the outstretched arms of Peyton Johnson, and a leadoff double from the 8-hole hitter, Paige Wentworth. I think if the sun's not blazing in her eyes, Peyton might have a better chance of making that catch.
Great AB. You know, you're looking at your 8-hole hitter, does an outstanding job, and I think the 9th and 10th pitch of that at bat.
She's
You
actually
know.
a senior coach, Wentworth, and is their
Number 4,
third,
Sophie
has the third
Hill.
most hits on the team in the 8-hole.
You know, you're almost expecting a bunt right here, so want to make sure you get it out, and then you kind of decide with how you want to play that. You obviously got to bring the infield up, but it's then pick your poison of who you want to face and what you want to do after that.
The line, the pitch, she shows bunt, they'll throw down to third, and oh, we dropped the ball! No! She was going to be out by a mile and Katie was coming over to cover the bag at third, and they were just gonna gift us an out. We couldn't hold on to the ball. Tough play by Katie. Thankfully, that ball didn't roll into our dugout. Oh man.
Infield has to come in right here though to try and cut this run down. Don't want to go down to 2.
I don't know if it was or not.
Infield coming in.
1-0.
Harley still not in. Come on, Bree. Wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt still. We do. Let's squeeze it back. They look back, throws to first for the out. They'll come home and she'll slide in safely. We get the out at first, but they'll get the run home. 2-0 Lambert.
Well,
Now
we
batting
talked
number
earlier how you
3,
can't give outs
Aiden
away,
Yee.
and they gave us that out there, and we weren't able to make a play, and they cashed in. They get a big, big insurance run.
Dang. Absolutely brutal. Went inside, and Lee says she got hit, and they're going to give her first base.
Appeal the swing.
Can you say she swung? I don't know if it hit her or not, but it definitely looked like she swung when she turned into it.
Sure did.
I agree, Mr. Johnson. Coach Barron talking to the home plate umpire. Not going to get a whole lot. They're going to ask somebody. I don't know if anybody could see it. I didn't personally think that it hit her, but she definitely checked her swing, or did not check her swing. I didn't think.
Yeah, I thought she 100% swung.
She's going to stay at
Hey,
first.
man.
That's big considering what she 27 and 28 on stolen bases
Yeah.
this year.
She's got 28 stolen bases.
Yeah, expect her to go at some point.
Now batting number 27, Olivia Cantory.
Cantory back up. Yee down at first. Peyton Yee, the sophomore. Throw down. Missed high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Macy winds and delivers. Off she goes, and she'll slide in without a throw. Zion wasn't able to pick it at home. 2-0. Couple of our guys wanted to leave early. I didn't think she left early, Coach.
Hard to make that
I think
argument
she's
with
very,
the
very fast.
with the 3-man crew and specifically their job. It's hard to call that one.
The 2-0. That's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 out. Macy's got to settle down. Just worry about this batter right here.
Anytime you have a base runner like Yee too, you can see the pressure she puts on the defense. Even our catcher, where she's probably not going to go, she's popping up and not presenting that ball to the umpire because she's worried that she might go too soon right now. So
The 2-1. That's a strike.
Let's go, Macy.
2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down. Here in the top of the 7th inning. 1 in. 2-0. Lambert leads. The pitch. Chopper foul. You can probably hear on a great crowd mic. Fans still think she's leaving early. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled away. 2-2.
Your better base runners, like you're always going to hear the leave early comment too. Because you can tell that's something she has worked on a bunch throughout the course of her career in terms of getting leads, stealing bases, and she does a really, really good job at it.
Doesn't help that she has on very pearly white cleats either, does it?
No, no, it doesn't.
And we have obviously the cleanest bases in the game of softball. Swung on and missed. Macy showing a little intensity. Struck her out. 2 down. It'll be up to Peyton Jamison, who had a big hit the last time up.
Peyton Jameson.
I'd almost consider putting her on and going after Doolin. Doesn't mean anything. It sets up the force at second as well too, but I'd consider putting her on.
She's hit the ball hard. I know at least twice.
Yep.
With a single. And right on the corner. For strike one.
She is halfway there.
No balls and 1 strike.
She gets even Katie.
The pitch. Oh, a strike on it. Late strike call. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Trojans just trying to get to the bottom of the 7th, only down 2. The pitch. Way out. 1 and 2. Macy now here in 6 2/3. Well, game changer was delayed. Probably over 90 pitches now.
The pitch.
Fouled away. 1 and 2. Still your count. Lambert brought a good crowd. Trojans got a good crowd here today as well. Good day for some softball. Round 1, GHSA softball. The line and the pitch. Shot, or a hit out in the air. Bloop. I should say to Katie Thornton. She'll make the grab for out number 3. And the side is finally retired. Lambert puts up 2 runs. 1 in the 4th. And another one here in the 7th. Trojans down to their final 3 outs. Let's see if we've got a little magic. It will be Peyton Johnson, Tay Simmons, and Zion Blakeney when we come back here on the Trojan Nation Network.
Yeah, it's as soon as the ball leaves the circle. She's not even really.
So,
As soon as the ball leaves the circle, she's not even.
oh, I know.
She's a good base runner. A very good base runner. Watch her throw me on the field. Their infield's good.
This girl is just like Macy. I mean, you can't really throw first. You can't throw down.
Or,
Leading off for the Trojans, number 8, Peyton Johnson.
Well, we got to find a way to score 2 to keep this one going here in round 1 of the GHSA playoffs. Game 1, Lambert versus Carrollton.
going to start with the first one any way you can. Just get that first one on and give us a shot.
Looping a blast, Coach.
As you've heard once or twice.
Chopper through the left. Nope. Scooped up by the third baseman. Out number 1. They've made every single play today. And another one there by Jamison.
They've been so good on defense
Now
so far,
batting number
especially in the
10,
infield.
Tay Simmons.
Especially their left side, that shortstop and third base has been very, very good. Especially on turf, you don't really get any bad hops. They've been great. Just have to find a way to find a hole somewhere.
Simmons bunts, foul. Catcher almost made that play. Ashley Ramey is the catcher. junior.
Straight up the middle.
She's only had 3 plate appearances this year. She's only caught for the most part. No balls, 1 strike. Tay takes a strike right there. No balls and 2 strikes. Doolin back on the rubber. The line and the pitch. Just outside.
Again, you got to credit Doolin. She's been great. Going right after her hitters and trusting in her defense. Works fast. Defense doesn't play on their toes. Or doesn't kind of on their heels. She's been good.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. In the dirt, or in the turf. 2-2.
Still think you got to stay in the dirt. Man. It just doesn't, in the turf doesn't sound right.
It's just weird to not see stuff go flying either when a ball goes low. The 2-2. Oh, how Tay stayed back and fouled that back, I'll never know. Came in with an off-speed pitch, and thankfully she wasn't out of the box either.
Great job of keeping her hands back and just, clearly out in front, but her hands were back. Just allowed her to get just a piece of it to see another pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The line and the pitch. Hit the short cannon. Are you serious? Safe at first, but oh my goodness, what a play! Goodness gracious!
Anyone else?
Anybody else in America, it may be out at first. Tay beats it out.
God, just another unbelievable play at first.
What a pick!
Short. Wow.
What an absolute pick by Canarity at first, or at second.
Give Tay some credit for absolutely busting it out of the box,
Now batting
too.
number 20, Zion.
You just never know. That could be the spark we need just to get something going right here.
2-0, Trojans trail, but they finally get a runner on. Just our fourth base, I think our 4th base runner of the ball game. Here's Zion, who has the hardest hit ball today by the Trojans. She'll take a strike.
Look where the left fielder's playing right here. That massive gap in left center.
Tessie on deck. Kylie Taylor.
That E is fast because she's way up.
And Brooks Youngblood wants to talk to Doolin. Couldn't tell you why. What is this conversation about? I mean, this girl is 0-1 ahead. I mean, what are you talking to him about right here?
The only thing I can think of is, the runner at first doesn't mean a thing. So let's not give them any momentum or anything like that. If she goes, she goes. It is what it is. Just go right after the hitter.
Anything, it just makes her think more.
Yeah.
Hopefully that helps us a little bit.
Play big on the infield. If you're going off a scouting report, she's been pulled. You got your shortstop in the hole in a good spot. I'm not vacating just to try and throw somebody out.
The 0-1 is high.
Other than that, I would have no idea what you're talking about.
The 1-1. Well, you gave some great insight there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And I don't think there's been very many mound visits after an 0-1 pitch.
Not when she's been cruising like
Not
she
when
is.
she's been just dealing. The 1-1. Chopper to third. Making the play. And what a scoop at first. Saving the ball going to the fence. Over at first is Castillo.
And you finally think there's the chink in the armor right there. The first baseman comes up with a huge pick.
Not a good throw at all. Finally, they make a bad throw from third. Does Jamison, but what do good teams do? They make the plays. Castillo picks it nicely at first, and final hope is Tessie McWhorter. Just has to find a way to get on some way, somehow.
Yep, extend the inning, and tell you right here, I mean, your run doesn't mean anything right now. You just have to be sure. Can't have any back picks. Can't have a bad dirt ball read trying to get to third. It just doesn't matter.
1 ball, no strikes. The wind, the pitch, swung on, foul back. Tessie kind of stepped out on that one a little bit.
Just trying to find a way on any way you can. Just find a way on. You know, give us a shot.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Trojans trailing 2-0. The wind, the pitch, missed
Okay.
outside low. Good take.
Might have
Went
been
with the off-speed pitch.
I was about to say maybe the 5th off-speed pitch she's thrown all game.
Every single one of them been very effective. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 down, the pitch. Chopper foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Tay Simmons, the runner at second. She is the tying run at the plate. Doolin calls time. Still backed out. Now she'll step back on the rubber. The line and the 2-2. Chopper off the plate, foul. You can tell, Coach, just with the fundamentals, even that ball foul, I mean, she immediately had that in her glove and ready to throw.
You know, the scary thing about that infield, though, is their shortstop and third baseman are sophomores, so they're
Yeah.
only going to get better.
Their coach, they got 6 sophomores in the lineup. He's a one as well. Swung on and through! A base hit! They're going to hold Tay Simmons up. Great throw by Yee to the plate. My gosh, what a throw. So we know not to run on her arm. And Tessie McWhorter with a big single. God, off the bat, I thought Canna Ruddy was going to stab that out of midair.
Would anyone have been surprised?
No.
Now batting
No.
number 15,
You know,
Kylie
you look right
Taylor.
here, Matt. You know, there's going to come a point where I think you got to try and take
You gonna
second
take
right
second
here.
here?
You
That's
got to
fine.
try at some point to get the tying run at second. Especially watching how their catcher throws in between innings and stuff like that. I think you have to take a shot at some point.
Now they can't take another mound visit. Come on, Kylie, end this game.
Again, look how big the holes are in the gaps right now, Matt. God, you split when you got a shot.
The one, the pitch. Chopper, Canna Ruddy, fields, fires. Why not her? Ball game. Anybody else running? Probably safe at first. And that'll do it for the Trojans in game number 1. What a play. I don't know if I've ever, and I know we keep just talking about it, but I don't know if I've ever